Friday. An hour and a half before kick-off. There's another evening kick-off on Friday. So City have done what they needed to. They've been far too good for Urawa Red Diamonds, let's be honest about it. The goal that really broke the Japanese side came right on the stroke of half-time. It was an own goal as well. Hoibraten turning it into his own goal from a Matheus Nunes cross. 2 goals in around about 7 minutes in the second half, saw them off completely. The first, a beauty from Kovacic. The one after that, Bernardo Silva, albeit it deflected off Hoibraten. Then they were in the 52nd and 59th minute. After that, City had other chances to make it 4, 5 and 6. Credit to the goalkeeper Nishikawa. I'm sure it'll be a much tougher contest on Friday. But City are going to be in the final of this year's FIFA World Club Cup. And it's something to relish. Final score, Urawa Red Diamonds 0, City 3. Well, let's go back to the studio and we can join Cal.
Good evening, welcome back to Matchday Live, and there we have it. Manchester City are in the FIFA Club World Cup final for the first time, and now only 1 game separates them from completing that full sweep of winning every trophy available to them. Of course, we will be bringing you all of that on Friday. It's a 6 p.m. kickoff against Fluminense, which we'll look at in just a second. But Shaun, job done, 3-0, and we're now into the final.
Correct.
Don't say it.
I have to because he's looking at me.
He's asking
and
for it.
he makes me feel bad. So I have to say it. Yes, Joleon got the prediction right.
Congrats, Joleon.
Thank you.
You happy now? Right, yeah. So, yeah, it was a professional job. I think it was never going to be easy, although at times City had it their own way, but the way they defended for a good amount of time and kept City, the doors closed on us, I think they did okay. But once City got their foot through that door, there was just no stopping them. And as soon as they started trying to open up and trying to create things, then the chances became even more regular.
That's what we kind of said to, alluded to at half-time, Joe. Not getting that first goal, it was an own goal. Unfortunate, of course, for Red Diamonds, but great for City. And once we started that second half, it kind of was just free-flowing from there.
Yeah, I think they would have anticipated being down. 1-0 is still a scoreline you can be quite comfortable in, but when it gets to 2, then you just have to do a little bit more, and the game becomes stretched, and you could see then there was a lot more space. And then when it gets to the 3, it's kind of a recognition of we don't want this to be embarrassing, so then it kind of gets tighter again. But yeah, the second goal, especially Kovacic's goal, was that second year, he was outstanding. The run from Kyle and the pass and stuff, so fully deserved victory. And just looking at the stats there, 828 passes is a ridiculous number.
Quite a lot.
And 93 pass accuracy is high.
That's high, man.
That's high. So, yeah, he's very, very controlled. Very controlled.
Very controlled. And I guess, OK, we're saying the opposition, I know they haven't qualified for, this tournament into next season. I think they came 4th in their league. But still, they're here for a reason, Izzy, and actually goes to show, anyone who's in this competition has had to be the best to get here. So it's not probably as simple as we've made it look there tonight.
No, but City do this to most teams, on a regular basis in the Premier League. And, Red Diamonds, they came with a plan and they obviously, nearly got into half-time at 0-0, which would have perhaps changed the dynamics a little bit in the second half. City might have got a bit more frustrated at 0-0 in the second half as time went on, but the own goal, yeah, obviously it changed things and City went in comfortable, and they probably knew that the second and the third goal was definitely going to be enough for them as long as they stayed tight defensively. You can see on a few of the City players, towards the end of the game when Red Diamonds started to have a couple of little breaks and stuff like that, and you could see like Ake, demanding standards from the team. And you know what, we were speaking about before the show, weren't we, about mentality, and that's what you need even at 3-0. That's why City are at the top and have been for a while, is that they've got that mentality even at 3-0. They want to keep everything immaculate.
Speaking of that clean sheet, obviously it's kind of been eluded City for a lot of this season, really. Have you been in those moments where maybe you're not able, you've tried and in last seconds teams are always getting that goal? How important is it just getting that, that first clean sheet in a while and then trying to build on that as a defence, Joleon? Yeah,
you always pride yourself on that from a defender or defence's perspective, but it'd be more impressive the element of chances and the type of chances that they'd let off. They wasn't. You never felt they were going to score or kind of have a period of sustained pressure. And I think that's when you're looking at or reviewing your performance, individually and collectively from a defensive point of view. That's where you recognise the importance of that. Like keeping clean sheets, you can be fortunate at times, and you can necessarily be unfortunate when you concede. But I think recently it hasn't looked like they've been able to keep a clean sheet, and more importantly, haven't been able to sustain or not sustain pressure and be susceptible to the chances that we were aware of a few seasons ago. Transitions, one ball, long ball, and it's kind of all of a sudden it's in your net. So I think that was the most impressive thing for me.
Do you think as well, is that sometimes, Joleon, just sometimes, when you're just not maybe getting a bit of that rubber to green as well? Yeah. Like last season, actually, maybe there were times when, maybe they might have gone in the net, but because of just where we were at, they were either hitting the post or we were getting that block. Yeah. Sometimes you're not going to get that all the time, are you?
No. And if you analyse the chances and the goals that teams have scored, they've been very efficient. It hasn't been like, we've had 7, 8, 9 chances and we've scored 4. It's like we've had 3 chances and we've scored 2. Yeah. So teams recognise they have to be very efficient. And I've also, as you said before, teams will change. They won't go into the game this season thinking, well, we wasn't lucky last year, we'll do the same thing. No, we've got to do something totally different. And I think the quicker the transition is for the opposition, the more likely they have to score. I don't think teams can take a pass and then go square. It has to be like, whoever makes the interception or gets the ball, you have to try and get involved in the attack, whoever that may be. And I think the faster the transitions are against us, the more likely it is for them to score. But it was controlled today. Yeah, very controlled today. Let's see what some of our fans from around the world thought. We've got Forat in Germany. I'll come to you first and foremost, Forat. I mean, we're in the final, chance of another trophy, chance of a trophy that this club hasn't won yet. But how impressed were you with the performance today from the boys?
First of all, I would like to say that the second half was way better than the first half. Yeah, I think the reason was it was less pressure because we've broken it already, or at least the own goal has broken the defense for us, and creating more chances. I think we're focused on creating more chances, and that got us the goal. And I hope we'll do even better in the final, because the final will be a bit more difficult.
Absolutely. You both mentioned at half-time of maybe wanting to see a few of our younger players take to the pitch, and we did get that with the substitutions. Guardiola came on, of course, and then Oscar Bob as well. Crunk, how much did you enjoy seeing them on the pitch, and how much they changed the half as well?
Oh, I loved it. Bob had a back heel. I lost it. Oh my goodness. It was good to see lots of joy. You knew Urawa was going to have to step up and try to attack a little bit more, which gave us more field to run into. Nunes, I've never seen someone physically push around so many people and throw people off of him. You thought he was like an NFL running back or something. It was this was the confidence boosting match that was really needed for a lot of our incoming players.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. It's an interesting point, that Izzy, as well. Obviously, I know we've got a final, but what we mentioned at the start of the show of maybe getting your hands on silverware and maybe doing it comprehensively as well could be the thing then as we come into Christmas and New Year fixtures. It might be a good boost for the team and just kind of knock us maybe out of this slight little moment we've been in, do you think? Yeah,
definitely. And bringing the players in, like you mentioned, Oscar Babu, me and Shaun both agreed off air, big fans of him. Oh, yeah. Bringing everyone in and getting sufficient minutes to then feel, really part of something if they do go on and win it on Friday, which, you'd back them to. Yeah. So yeah, I think that's really important, and everyone playing a part's important. And yeah, I think that you look at the overall performance and go, yeah, they can definitely build on that. And it's funny to think that the success that City have had over the last 7 years, that we're actually looking at this and going, they need confidence, because we've never really said that about City. Yes. But there's no shame in admitting, you might need that little, flick of mindset or whatever. And I think that today was only positive for that.
Absolutely. Let's focus on the goals. First one coming from Kovacic. First City goal, but it was a beautifully taken goal with a beautiful ball. Shaun, talk us through it.
Yeah, it definitely was. I think Joleon hit the nail on the head when he said the little run that Carl Walker went on, but the pass with the outside of the boot to split the defence, the weight of it was delightful. And then it was just about Kova being really calm and composed. And he was in a position that, Joleon again, I'm giving you applause where you go. Notice it was something that Gundogan would do, that same third man run where he running behind. But the finish for me was exquisite. I think he just took his time, breathed, and just hit side foot roof of the net. And it would have been nice for him to have that, because he's had a few half chances where we think he could have done a lot better, and this one he just made sure it went in. So hopefully there's a lot more goals for him to come now.
Absolutely. For interesting, isn't it? We were speaking about, you know, how much we maybe are missing Gundogan a little bit, to be expected, of course, given the quality he has. But a great showing from Kovacic, and maybe he could be now the one to not obviously be Gundogan, but step into that space that he's left a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. So Gundogan, as Shaun and Lescott said, like, it's you know better your defenders. You already played, but I think a midfielder coming in with that element of surprise to the other defenders of the other team might just like these runs in the back might just get them off guard, and they would have a really good chance. And that thing with the goal against Aston Villa especially, that we all remember, Gundogan was really good at that, and being at these places, the right place at the right moment, and just putting the ball in, and that's what we needed. And Kovacic did it well today as well.
Yeah, really did. And I think, Shaun, you pointed out as well, you could see him then, and kind of almost lifted his game a little bit as well. He started playing with a little bit more confidence, which hopefully will continue into these next games. Then came the goal as well. Unfortunate for the defender again, because a slight deflection, but Bernardo Silva it goes down to, and it was a well-worked goal, Joleon. Yeah,
the build-up play, again, I think Kanji means the pass. I don't think he means it the way it was played, but a great run off the ball again from Nunes. Shaun, as you talk about half-time, about making more penetrating runs in behind to create space, and they did that. And yeah, I think Nunes was impressive today. I think his willingness to run and showcase his physical presence, he did that numerous times. And I did actually think when he cut inside, it was probably the wrong decision to shoot, because I think Bernardo is in more space at the time, but he earned the right to take that shot on. And yeah, then Bernardo gets the ball and just sees an opportunity. Again, fortunate with the deflection, but yeah, it was always going to be on target.
Crunk, just looking ahead to the final then on Friday, what are your kind of thoughts, and are you excited for it? Do you think it's something we can do?
Yes, most definitely. We kept a clean sheet. Anything is possible now. I can't believe how much I've missed saying we have a clean sheet. But for real, yes, I do. I think this match against them is going to be fun to watch if we can hold tight in that first 12, 15 minutes, where I think Fluminense they're going to come at us intense. If we can handle that, we'll be fine.
Yeah. And I wondered, were there any other standout players for you today that you enjoyed watching?
I thought Foden was brilliant in the first half, coming into that central pocket. And when you've got a player like Rodri who's getting on the half turn, he's either playing sideways to it's normally Stones or comes in field, or Nunes was dropping a little bit, Kovacic was in there. But what Rodri does is he puts quite a lot of disguise on the pass, and he's really comfortable. And I think Joleon was saying it, and I totally agree with Foden's ability, not just at Man City, but in world football, at receiving the ball on the turn or on the move. It's a real skill. It's so difficult to do. And that, again, is what separates players, you know, from being like a good number 10 to, like, you know, a world-class number 10. And Foden's got world-class, you know, attributes to his game. I still think he just needs more games to keep going and going. And he will be in that bracket in no time at all. But yeah, Foden first half, brilliant, and I like Kovacic second half. Yeah. I think if he can start, you know, turning the screw a little bit, I think City are going to start rolling. I call him a microwave midfielder because you heat him up for 2 minutes and he's ready. Because he came in, he's 27, and you're thinking like, you know, they've not got time to waste by bringing in a new, and obviously they brought Nunes in, but bringing Kovacic in with that Premier League experience. He's a top player, and like Shaun said at the start, ball carrying abilities that sort of replicate Gundogan. He's still got a bit to go, but he's still got space to learn as well. But he's ready to go. It's just he needs more games.
Yeah, absolutely. Microwave midfield. I love that one. For sure. Fluminense, though, of course, who will be taking on in the final. So that's going to be Friday night, 6 p.m. Matchday Live. We're with you. Of course, we will before the game, half-time and full-time. So make sure you join us for that this Friday. But really exciting. I mean, even just the fact that we're going to be able to watch City play, you know, a team from Brazil, it's great for the tournament. Obviously, it's going to be really exciting, isn't it, Shaun?
Yeah, I should imagine I don't think they'll be as defensive-minded as that. I think they'll play on the air of caution, but they're going to go for it, and they're going to put City in difficult situations where do City just try and control the game, or do they play them at their own match? So that will be a decision that I can imagine will be made on the day, but I'm really looking forward to it.
It is really exciting. I mean, I think it's the 6th time in 12 years, so over half the time there's been a Brazilian team in the final. So they're used to getting it to this stage in the competition, but I'm sure City will be relishing, obviously, maybe a couple changes, I'm guessing, given it's not too, I mean, it's quite a quick turnaround, really, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm sure there was anticipating winning today and going through, so... Yeah, Alvarez, you'd probably say, would come into the team. Diaz, same as well.
Yeah.
Again, but was the consideration for them not playing it due to the Palace game? So, again, people will be fully recovered now, and the conditions will play a factor in that. And Fluminense's players will be used to the conditions that they're playing in. So it'll be more difficult, for sure. But like Shaun said, I don't know if any team prepares to be at possession the amount of time they're going to be against Man City. I don't know how you can prepare for that, because a group of players aren't going to train without the ball for that long. So it will be a surprise to them that they'll go for long periods without the ball. And when you're used to having it, you can get frustrated, whether that's stupid tackles or just trying to do something and, yeah, naively and then get caught. But, yeah, I'm confident we win that game as well.
Really confident. Love that, Joe. Needed that. Well, Nat's going to be with you for that. Nadem, Shaun, you're going to be back for the show as well. Steph will be joining and completing that lineup on Friday. So I think we'll be going live just before 5 p.m. UK time. Mystery Blue, of course, is what we need to come to next. So we've given you 3 clues to try and work out who's the Mystery Blue. Hopefully you've been playing along at home. Let's recap those 3 clues very quickly. We did come to a guess here in the studio, but the clue number 1 was this Mystery Blue played for Urawa Reds and currently holds a position at Man City. Clue number 2 was this Mystery Blue won 4 La Liga titles and a European Cup as a player. And the third and final clue is this Mystery Blue has been a big part of our success since he joined Man City in 2012. Now, we were thinking of a player to begin with, but then after that third clue, we've actually gone back to the first clue where we're saying, well, holds a position. And Joleon, who are you thinking?
I said cheeky, but I don't think he came in 2012, you see.
So do we have any guesses on our wall? Forat or Crunk? Forat, do you have a guess at all? No? No?
I would have said cheek as well, but I don't know.
You caught me in the middle of it. So
you guys gave it away with you.
Let's take a little reveal then. It is... I'm interested to know this. It's cheeky.
Go on, Leslie.
Oh, he's
on fire tonight.
Clean sweep today.
He's on fire.
Mystery Blue in the predictions.
Not bad,
Yeah. He's like, not bad,
Lovely stuff there. It puts a smile on Joleon's face as well. Well played, mate. Listen, I want to say a massive thank you. We've got Forat and Crunk there on the screen as well. Thank you so much for being a part of the show, gents. It's been brilliant to get your insight. Waits as well was on earlier in China. Massive thank you, Tim, as well. And, of course, thank you to all of you for watching. And not forgetting special thank you to my guest Shaun, to Joleon, and flipping heck, I'm so sorry, Izzy. I forgot your name.
Say, what's going on there?
I looked at you. I went, hang on, Joleon. I don't know what happened there, Izzy. I'm so sorry.
Absolutely.
I'm blaming them in the air.
I would say it's getting late, but it's not. It's 8:10.
I've never had. Did you see that mind blank happen? That was wild. So sorry.
You told me you were going to do that.
I'm sorry. I'll say that. Blame my eye.
It's because you mentioned Steph earlier, and like me and Steph often get mistaken for each other.
Oh, no,
so it's probably just
maybe. I'll take that, Izzy. You're being kind. I got there in the end. Gosh. Anyway, a massive thank you. So remember, 5 p.m. we're going to be live to bring you the final as we take on Fluminense. So excited. Can we get that trophy this club has never won?
Cal,
we'll
sorry.
be finding out.
Sorry, Joleon's phone's on the floor.
Oh, was it?
No.
Shaun.
on the snitch.
Do you know what I mean? After you clean sweep as well today.
He had to get something bad going on.
We've loved it, though. Thank you so much for watching. Do come join us on Friday, of course, for our FIFA Club World Cup final. Can we get that trophy? We will find out. Now we're going to leave you, though, with our City in the Community. It is a Christmas cracker, of course, as we try and bring funds and they get distributed back into the community. So any help you can give, particularly this time of year, really goes a long way. Massive thank you for watching again. Have a lovely evening and rest of the week. We'll see you on Friday night. Good night.
Can I put a few balls? 2 balls? Bottle? Yeah.
Well, I'm feeling generous this year. Oh, this teddy's cute. A bit like you, miss.
Merry Christmas. Ball. Okay, go on. Nice.
This is a lucky kid, there.
Yeah.
So we're here and we're going to give some young City fans a little Christmas surprise. You okay? Here we go. You got me top? Put it there, high five.
Merry Christmas and Phil and Ronnie.
How are you, my mate? What's your name? Yeah, you good. How are you? Yeah, good. All the better for seeing you, pal.
That's what I was trying to shower with.
Here's something for you. For you.
Want it, kid?
Yeah.
There we go.